Hi guys, today we're going to take a look at Girtablilus in a Savi for a level 500 plus monk. This place is pretty similar to something like Bashmus in a Savi, in that it's a profit spot primarily. However, this compared to the Bashmus has slightly higher experience, but slightly worse profit. So if you want a profit, you want to go to Bashmus. If you want a little bit more experience, then you can consider coming here. But both are primarily profit spots. So as you can see, I've got an analyzer here. This is prior to the latest nerf, but honestly, I don't think it's terribly affected by the latest nerf. In any case, I lowered experience by like a 5% or so I've loaded like 4kk per hour. Profit you can expect here is probably somewhere between 1.5 to 1.8kk per hour, and these results are with no charms. So once you get charms, this is also going to get even better than this. So it's still definitely viable. I do recommend level 500 plus so that you have your sanguine trousers. It helps a lot. Overall tier rating, I give it a C for XP and S minus for profit, just because it's just a tiny bit better than something like Bashmuz, a tiny bit worse than something like Bashmuz, or something like even Otherworld with a Sanguine Clause, probably a little bit more profit than this. So it's very, very good, but it's S minus tier for profit. Definitely good, but not, there is a couple of better options. Difficulty, I give it about 8 out of 10. It's a little bit more difficult than Bashmuz, I would say. Definitely less room for running around and kiting, so you're going to be doing more wall boxing in this respawn, which means it's a little bit more difficult. So yeah, do be careful. You will want an elemental protection here, which we'll talk about in a moment. And yeah, basically be careful. But once you figure it out, it's not like it's a death sentence or anything like that. With levels, gets very, very easy, to be honest. And bestiary will take you about 5 hours for the Girtabilu warrior and about 11 hours for the venerable Girtabilu. Requirement, level 500 plus recommended. There's no access quest required. I believe it's just a hole that you go down. There's a shortcut to the boat if you have the full Savvy quest completed if you want, but it's not strictly necessary to enter. And this place can be effectively hunted by monks and knights. This is because those monsters are very weak to energy, so having access to energy weapons is great. Paladins, I know paladins do hunt here. For me, it's kind of a maybe. Like the ranged monsters with the paladin range, etc., doesn't feel great. Personally, I don't love it here on a paladin. I came here on a paladin, it's doable, but if you want to profit on a paladin, definitely go Bashmuz over Girtabilus. Mages can hunt here as well, especially sorcerers with the energy. Duos also okay, especially on like a rapid respawn, and full team hunt also probably not, because there's not likely to be enough respawn. I recommend all standard imbuements and then death or earth protection imbuement. If you're already using earth protection for Bashmuz, for example, you can just be hunting both of these spots. Death protection, generally a little bit more commonly used, so actually you can use, death protection elsewhere and also use it here will also be fine. And the recommended weapon type is definitely energy, the very weak to energy. Supplies per hour, about 1200 ultimates, 6 transcendence potions for charms you on Zap on Warrior and Divine Wrath on the Venerable. I mean, obviously, if you stay here long enough to even unlock charms, personally, for me, this is a charm spot. As soon as I unlock the charms, I will be leaving. But if you really love the spot for whatever reason, then that is your charm setup. For the wheel, I'm currently using Ascetic, and then your leftover points I'm putting into lesser gems with flat hit points. And the character you'll see in the videos of 504 level monk with 110 fist and 47 magic level. So here is the route. Actually, all of the markers indicate where you would be standing, beginning with the entrance. So this is the entrance, and I actually do a pull right by the staircase to the entrance. So I will do a pull starting here. I'll then go here, go over the bridge, and do another pull right here. I then pull everything here, pull it all into this room, try and pull out the monsters from that little room, and then finish off around here. Then I go through and actually do another, again, I try to come in and sort of like pull everything out and then do a pull by the wall. I then go down through here, trying to pull all the monsters through this corridor. It's a little bit awkward, but not the worst. Then I try and pull out a few monsters here and do a pull right here. Then go through here. Then like just kind of do a pull here. You can either do like a running or kiting pull if you want, around here, or you can just go by the wall and finish around here. That's also fine. Then you can go in here, try and pull out all the monsters from here, try and pull out some monsters here, and then finish by the wall here. Go up north again, pull out monsters, usually finish by this wall somewhere around here, and then you go up here, pull out the monsters from this room, very important, there's quite a lot of there, and restart and finish this pull by the entrance to the cave. And that's how I hunt here. Most of these pulls will be like between 5 to 8 monsters total. That's because you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to have like 15 because you'll just die. So you're kind of aiming to have, 5 to 8 monsters, and that's like kind of perfect for the monk, kind of perfect for staying alive and making as much profit as possible. And yeah, this respawn, still very, very doable, even after all the nerfs for the monk. Not the greatest respawn, a bit of an alternative, to be honest, but it is good profit. It is a good bestiary experience, kind of meh, but, you know, worth checking out, I'd say. So yeah, thanks for watching. I played the video now. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer, and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.